Hi, I'm Joe Schmidt for You Too Can Do. Today we're going to set up the drain system for under a sink. The tools you're going to need are basically your channel locks and a little pipe dope and a little plumber's putty. These are some of the parts I may need to hook up my kitchen crossover system for both sinks. I got a double bowl sink here, and this will help with it. I got my trap, I got my basic flange tail pieces with my T right here, and it's all held together with plastic nuts with plastic washers underneath. And we'll get to work and I'll show you how to set it up. The first thing we're going to do is apply our plumber's putty to our basket strainer and then put it down into the sink. First thing goes on is the rubber gasket, right? Then the fiber gasket. Tighten the spud nut from below will cause the putty to squeeze out from under the basket strainer flange. Simply wipe away the excess. Take your flange tailpiece and apply a little pipe dope. Add the tailpiece washer and apply a little more. Take your basket strainer nut and slide it onto the tailpiece. Then tighten it to the basket strainer. Slide the rubber washer onto the flanged end of the disposal elbow. Slide the collar over the rubber gasket. Screw the collar down, securing the discharge elbow. Now, taking my crossover tee, I measure and cut as high as I can. The reason for this is the drain is coming out through the wall was set up much higher than it should be for the new sink. You may not have to for your situation. Put on the nut and then the washer, making sure the tapered side goes towards the pipe. The next piece is called a waste end outlet. I slide it into my T and measure where I'll need to cut off my tailpiece to fit into the end of the outlet. As with the other plastic connections, put on the nut and then the washer, making sure the tapered side goes towards the pipe and the flat side is against the nut. Add some pipe dope and hand tighten the nut. Put two nuts facing away from each other on the wall piece of the trap. One faces toward the flare end of the wall arm and the other will face the wall adapter. The wall adapter side gets a plastic washer on it. Slide the nut and washer up on the bottom of the crossover tee. Put a little pipe dope on the cup end of each side of the trap. Hold the trap up to the tee and cut to fit if necessary. Connect your trap. In this situation, I had to reverse the trap from its typical position. The drain coming out of the wall was roughed in very high for a different type of sink. When the homeowner remodeled, this was not taken into account. Typically, the taller end of the trap will be facing out and the shorter end connects to the flanged piece of the trap arm. And there it is. With the same basic components, you can set up various different drainage systems. Basically, if you had bowls that were the same height, you could use a flange tailpiece coming straight out of your disposer into the T set up on this side in case your drain line came out on the opposite side. So with the same basic setup, you can do several different configurations. And now with our drainage system set up, we're ready to run the water. And thanks for watching.